Hey, this is Summer, and on the phone right now is my best friend, Stephanie. Say hey.
Hey.
Okay, tell them what we're going to talk about today, Stephanie.
Are aliens real?
Oh, yeah. And I definitely believe in aliens. There has been many UFO sightings and weird-looking creatures and stuff. So today on History Channel, we're going to watch UFO sightings from some people. So this is definitely a true story. So, sorry if the picture is not very clear, but at least you could hear about it. Okay, just hold on. Okay. I'm gonna try to, fix it a little bit. Okay, I just want to get, perfectly in the middle.
While one experiment has helped eliminate a conventional explanation, the photos and video from Roger Williams and Steve Tuser may provide even more evidence. Are these similar objects to what the helicopter pursued that night? Ted and image analyst Terrence Masson look for any distinguishing characteristics in the evidence.
Now, the Roger Williams photos, I'm really hopeful for. For once, we actually have a professional photographer taking a picture of an object. I'm hopeful that we can get something really definitive out of this.
Roger turns his 35mm camera skyward and captures 6 images of a strange disc-shaped object that he at first thinks is tumbling, but then realizes is hovering in place.
If we could do a sequential viewing of each of the object zoomed in and take out the motion, we could see how it looks over the course of those frames.
What we did was several things. Able to isolate some motion blur out of it and do some sharpening and contrast enhancement and actually overlay and sequentially analyze those 6 photographs, one on top of another. To me, this is pretty wild.
Yeah, it's definitely changing shape.
To me, it looks metallic. It looks very clearly
reflective.
silver, like an aircraft body, aluminum skin, but nothing at all like the shape of an aircraft. And what we see very definitively is it's roughly donut-shaped, saucer-shaped, if you will, and it's very clearly over the course of that short minute and these 6 photographs that it's either tumbling or physically changing shape.
It certainly doesn't look like any kind of wings or a helicopter. It definitely doesn't fit any of our conventional aircraft profile.
The fact that this metallic, shiny object is hovering out there in space over the course of a minute and changing shape or rotating in place is very, very puzzling.
But Steve Tuser's footage shows something altogether different. The footage is remarkably similar to another incident that's already been closely analyzed.
It reminds me a bit of the Tinley Park video in that there's that formation.
On August 21st, 2004, hundreds in the small town of Tinley Park, Illinois, view 3 orange globes floating above their city. The video analysis seems to show that all 3 lights are connected.
It does look like the other 2 trailing points are locked to that 3rd point.
But most shocking is the size of the object.
I think 1,500 is a pretty good estimate, plus or minus a few hundred feet. And I don't know any structure that you could fly that could hold lights 1,500 feet apart.
Ted and Terrence believe the Tinley Park lights to be a massive single triangular object. Though it does show a 4th light, the object Steve Tuser captured is similar.
It makes me curious whether or not these lights are part of a larger structure.
All right, so we see here the stabilized footage.
Yeah.
The light on the left is the one that I actually pinned. And again, similar to Tinley Park. To my eye, they're pretty stable.
To the naked eye, they do seem about the same position. It really does seem to be the structure locked together where it's doing some sort of rotation. So what Terrence's analysis is telling us is that These 4 point sources are clearly locked together in formation, but it's a very sophisticated formation where they're not just hovering together, but they're rotating en masse as one object. It really leaves me wondering what this could be.
One final photo could shed light on the dramatic increase of sightings in the United Kingdom, as a photographer in Lancashire captures what appears to be a UFO approaching a tornado.
Everybody has said, "What is that?"
The latest wave of UFO sightings over the United Kingdom has seen strange triangles, bizarre silvery objects, and a helicopter pursuit over the Bristol Channel. But the most unique case might involve a UFO and a tornado. Melanie Walwork of the Lancashire Evening Post received this photo days after it was taken.
Well, yeah, I thought it was certainly very interesting. It was crazy enough that there was the funnel cloud in Lancashire for a start, never mind now with this, this thing next to it that no one was, too sure what it was.
But more compelling for Mel is the amount of sightings in the area, especially this summer.
Do the sightings tend to come together in certain months of the year?
There certainly has been a lot over the last few months, obviously the summer months. Lancashire is a hot spot.
Though Mel received many calls and many reports, none had the evidence that Pat Regan did when he snapped his photograph. July 6th, 2008. Pat Regan is on a normal afternoon excursion with his daughter Jasmine in Lancashire. He takes this photo when he sees the tornado forming in the distance. When he arrives home, he downloads it to his computer for a better look. At first, it just seems to be a picture of the nearby tornado. But on closer examination, Pat discovers it contains something even more intriguing. Ted and Pat head out to meet Pat Regan and his daughter Jasmine at the exact spot of their sighting, the Rufford Canal.
It almost looks like we could have another tornado again today.
Yeah. Are these similar conditions now to the day you had the sighting?
It's a little bit cooler than when we saw the tornado. There was blue sky like this, but it was also quite thundery.
So Jasmine first spotted the twister around here.
Jasmine was playing there, and I heard her saying, "Daddy, Daddy, there's a twister, there's a twister."
Concerned at first, Pat realizes that the funnel cloud is far enough in the distance to take a photograph. He seizes the opportunity. But he realizes he captures something even stranger when he arrives home.
There was a speck in one of the pictures, and this is the speck that everybody has said, "What is that?"
Pat enhances the photograph. In what seems to be close proximity to the tornado, he sees a strange greenish disc-shaped object.
We don't know what it was. We said, well, could it be something from the twister? Could it be an aircraft? But all these seem to be impossible because it doesn't seem to be anything like that.
So you didn't see the UFO that day?
No, we didn't. Well, we saw it, but we didn't register it in our brains. It was there because it was on the picture. Yeah, we only noticed later on.
Do you know if the twister caused any damage?
Didn't get the feeling it was going to do any damage, but it only seemed to be peaking downwards some distance from actually Earth.
It wasn't touching down?
It didn't seem to be.
When you were watching it, did you see any debris getting kicked up at the base?
No, we didn't.
If the tornado didn't touch down, it probably couldn't have picked up something large enough to be the object in the picture.
Seems strange to me is that we have a sighting of some unknown object associated with a strange meteorological phenomenon, and apparently the object was very, very close near this twister. Are those related? Is there some cause and effect? I'm not sure, but I'd like to find out.
But with so many unidentified objects being seen this summer, many are asking why the British government isn't seriously investigating this UFO wave. The British government has upheld the importance of UFO investigation for years, and recently declassified the largest number of UFO investigations in this country's history. These files contain details of hundreds of sightings of strange lights and objects in the sky from 1978 to 1992. While
Okay.
one experiment
The
has
question
helped
is-
eliminate a
Is aliens real? Okay, I definitely think they are. And as you saw, there were many pictures and a lot of sightings of them being real. Okay, so just comment on this video and tell me if you believe in aliens or not. Okay, say bye, Stephanie.
Bye.
Bye.